What's up, y'all? What's going on? Hope you guys having a good weekend. As you see, I gotta do some shaving, get that beard back tight. But anywho, what we're gonna talk about right now, man? Look here. It's called legitimization. I might have said it a little differently because I'm country. That accent comes out wrong, and I pronounce the words a little bit different. Let's try that again. Legitimize. That sounds better. All right. Legitimize. What do you mean by legitimize? Of course, it's a bunch of bullshit. Legitimize is another way of saying to activate your rights, basically. Okay? When you and a young woman have a child out of wedlock, that means you're not married. If you and her have a child, she can go put you on child support, and the judge and everybody else will recognize after doing a DNA test. I hope you do a DNA test. The judge and everybody else recognize that you're the father. But yet your rights have not been activated. You're not legitimized yet. That's your son or your daughter. And the courts, they barely, it's like they barely see you. So what they're going to do, they're going to make you, or they're going to tell you, you have to pay child support to this child, but yet you don't have any rights. Because of the fact that you're not married to the mother, your rights haven't been activated. If you was married to the mother, then your rights would be more activated. Because when you're married, you automatically get the rights. If you think I'm wrong, then if you're not married to your baby mama, go and pick the child up and tell the baby mama you're not bringing the child back, and you don't. Watch how many police officers looking for you. Watch what the cops do to you. They're gonna treat you like you're a fucking criminal, like you just kidnapped somebody else's child, but even though it's your child, you just kidnapped this child because your rights ain't kicked in. But if you was married, then if you go and pick your child up and tell the wife, say, look, and tell your ex-wife, say, look, I'm not bringing the kid back. If she call the police, they going to ask her, well, have y'all been married before? Are y'all married? She going to say yes. Ain't nothing they can do. That's the child's father. That's a bunch of BS, but what can you say? Can't say nothing. So here's where legitimize come into play. If you're not married to your baby mama, then you have to go be legitimized. And in other words, you have to go activate your rights as the father of that child. This is what some of the things you can do. Whatever state you in, it's easy. Because if you're that type of person where you love your kid and you want to be a part of your child's life, then you're going to do whatever it takes. And the first thing is, if you can't afford a lawyer, then go do the shit yourself. It's real simple. You take about a good $100. Well, since the economy is fucked up, take a good $120. Go down to the courthouse. If you don't know where to go to the information booth and ask them, where do you go to legitimize yourself? And they'll tell you. You basically have to go up to this office, fill out this form that they give you. Make sure you have your baby mama's address. All right? Make sure you have the baby mama's address. Know your child's name and date of birth, please. Fill the information out. They're going to ask you to pay. You're going to pay the little, maybe, I think it comes with like $100 in Georgia. You pay the $100. Once you do that, they're going to file it. They're going to give you your copy, and they're going to have the sheriff send or bring the baby mama her copy. The baby mama's her copy of the affidavit. Now, she might get pissed at you. That's all right, because you're doing what you need to do. You're activating your rights as a father. And I'm going to tell you why you need to do that. Now, once you go to court, the judge is only going to ask her one thing. Is he the father of this child? If she says yes, then it's all good. The judge ain't going to say nothing else to you. He ain't going to try to put you in jail. He ain't gonna set up child support because that's not what you're there for. You're there to be legitimized. Now, once she says yes, bam, activation of your rights. The judge is going to send you in a room or have you talk to what they call a middleman, basically. And this person is going to sit in between you and the baby mama, and y'all going to decide, what days you get the child, how long you keep the child, which is the basic shit. Every other weekend, you get on holidays, you get on her birthdays, type of bullshit. But that's what you do. That's the activation. Now the courts know you are truly the father of this child. Your rights as the father has been activated. Just because you're paying child support doesn't mean you have rights. Unless the woman is trying to put the child up for adoption. Then the only right you have then is that you can stop the adoption. That's it. And then you have to go get a lawyer to do all that crap. But now you just activated your rights as a father. So now you can go get your child. And if you take your child to, and you don't bring the child back and she call the police can't say nothing, do nothing to you. But if she stands up in front of that judge and say, no, he's not the father of that child, then, now we got somewhere. Now we getting somewhere. Then you tell that judge, I want child support to stop, and I need a paternity test done. That's being legitimized. That's what legitimized is. It's plain and simple. A lot of us black men feels like that if we pay child support, then we have a right. No, you don't. If you're not married to that woman, you don't have no right. The only right you have is to pay child support. Fucked up being the law as it is, yeah. That's the only right you have. It's the fact that DNA says you're the father, but you haven't activated your right. You haven't legitimized that child. In layman's terms, you haven't activated your rights as the father of that child. So just because you're paying child support, you don't have no rights. You don't. You can sit up there and jump all around you want to. You don't have no rights. Unless you married that woman. But anyway, as usual, man. Hope you guys having a good day. Hope you take care of yourselves and black people. My black community, please. We got to do better. And I know we will. Y'all be good, man. Peace.